Hi everyone, my name's Kathy. Welcome to my frugality channel, Skimp Living UK. As part of my frugality, I do DIY to save some money, and I've been working on my house so I can downsize and move to Scotland, where my oldest son is currently living with his girlfriend. As you can see, this is our back room and it looks a tip because I've been playing furniture Jenga again. So I've been working on my living room. I wanted just to see it because I was nearly crying this morning, to be honest, because I was just so happy. I know it's a bit sad. So I'm going to take my slippers off so I don't ruin my lovely rug. Isn't it lovely down in situ? So my son's off work today, so I've got him to drag the chair through from the back room. I just think it looks lovely. It's got me handmade crochet throw. Took me a while to do this because I just like to do a little bit in front of the telly. My older son was very kind to pay for half the wall because I just love it. It's variegated because it reminds me of all the denim cushions I make, because I tend to bleach tie-dye denim because I like that bleachy effect, very 70s. And that wool, when I seen it like that all mottled, I thought, oh, that's just like me denim, that because I've got made loads of denim cushions. One I've put in my little box bedroom upstairs, which is already renovated. And I've put my first denim cushion that I made in that room. And this is my second denim cushion. This one's been made from jeans, as I've said. And the front is made from an old wool skirt that I thrifted. I liked it because it's got a check pattern, and I made a few cushions from that skirt. It was well worth the money. And it just breaks up, this blue chair breaks up the sea of green. And obviously blue's my favourite colour, and then green. So I just thought, I don't want everything to be green. But I got this fluffy cushion. It's Catherine Lansfield. I love it because it's a proper deep green. And it's fluffy because I tend to go for denim and velvet all the time. So I thought it's a nice different texture, and I like the checkered pattern on it. The back is felt. It's just lovely. And this is just the perfect spot for me chair. So that's why I've got my camera in portrait rather than landscape, so you can get a better look at stuff. So if I pull back, you can see me lamp and my drinks trolley. So when that's all set up with glasses and stuff, it's going to look lovely, and with the light beaming on it. And next to it, which I pulled out from the back room because I was right in the corner behind everything, is me nesting tables. I got these from Bernardo's. I think they were £7 or £8. It was definitely less than a tenner, and it's they usually come in sets of 3, but there was only 2. The glass was missing off the top, but I wasn't bothered because I've put some books on. And me snake charmers basket, if you've seen my videos, I thrifted this a few weeks ago. So I'm looking for a big fern, because I think a lovely big fern cascading over the sides, that would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? And I've just been sitting in my chair making the most of the view. And I always think, because I think of Egypt being and everything, they look like lotus leaves to me. So yeah, I've always got Egypt on the brain, me, so I seem to crowbar it in everywhere. But I like the green leather because it sort of gives the room that sort of academia type look, and it ties in with the green walls, but it's a different hue and obviously a different type of material. The leather, I think, looks really smart and tidy, very 70s, but that's okay. I can live with that because at that price, I just think modern stuff doesn't compare to the quality of stuff made then. And I'll set up my drinks trolley when I get myself sorted. So I need to do the skirting boards in this corner and along this wall and in that corner. But I've already done this corner here. I did it the other day. I just need to touch up the green paint. I've done all around the corner and behind the cupboards. I've pushed the cupboard back for now, but I need to pull that out and touch up the green paint above the skirting. But at least that's one corner done, and the other skirting was already in place in the bay window. And as Del Boy would say, from Only Fools and Horses, the pièce de résistance, there's my puss, is I've set up my dining table today. Doesn't it look fab? I was nearly crying. My son helped me to, I put the legs on the table. My son dragged the table in the other day, and I put the rug down, and then I screwed on the legs this morning and took out my tablecloth, because I just, again, you've got to get Egypt in there somewhere, and assembled a second green velvety chair today. So this is, I think these are nice because it's like checkered pattern. It reminds me of the Christmas stockings I made this year with that lovely checkered pattern on without actually being different colours. I think it's lovely. And this is the tablecloth. It was vintage but new, so it had been in the packet for years. I bought this on eBay months and months ago, and it's got beautiful lotus flowers and zigzaggy patterns on. The cat's been on it all morning, really pleased. And it's got Egyptian battle scenes on. It's probably Ramesses, because he was always depicting himself on walls and in murals of himself. Yeah, it's fabulous, isn't it? I dug out my bowl, my Art Deco bowl. I've sold loads of Art Deco stuff in the past. I won't be doing that with this bowl. I'm keeping that. I think it's beautiful with the leaves and the big rosette flowers. It's made by Sabino. They used to make clear, opalescent and frosted glass. They only used to mark the opalescent glass. But I've seen a couple of bowls in the opalescent over the last few years. So that's how I know it's Sabino. French Art Deco. So I can't believe it. I was, like I said, I was like, when I put the tablecloth on and put the chair in situ, I was nearly crying, because it was just like, it took me years to get to this point. So I've got a vintage throw on one of my vintage thrifted chairs. These are probably 70s. They were £10 each, and I spent a £5 on oak varnish to sort of clean them up and tidy them up. I'd like them darker, to be honest. I bought some seat pads online. They were like a gingham check and pattern. They were $13.99 for the 4, 3 post. So I thought, oh, $3.50 a cushion, not bad at all. Got my jardiniere plant stand, jardiniere. Be a little boy again. That cost me £2 in my little charity shop. I loved it because it's palm trees, again, Egypt. And I've got like a chinoiserie type plant pot there. And again, I thought, oh, another big bushy fern would look gorgeous in that, wouldn't it? So yeah, sort of make it look like a Victorian parlour. And I've come across this as I was digging through all my stuff in the back room in the mess. I bought this at Sharm el Sheikh as a souvenir. It's a pencil case, I think, or storage box, whatever you want to call it. So again, it ties in with the boxes. I mean, Moroccan lamp, that sort of collector's Victorian type feel, isn't it? So sort of looks in keeping with the date of the house, because the house was built in 1908. I haven't pushed the table right up to the end, because as you can see by the cat here, the cat is absolutely loves sitting on that chair. So I thought, I haven't got the heart to push the table right up, and she just loves it. She just loves it. And I've moved the cat tray over there, because I'm going to I've got a giant bendy yucca plant in my bedroom window, so I'm going to bring it down and put it here. Or should I say, my son will. But like I said, because he was off today, he's off this weekend. Here's my puss. I got him to carry this through. He's a good lad. He's one of those ones, if you don't ask him, he won't volunteer. You've got to ask him. But generally, nothing's too much trouble. He's going to help me tomorrow, because I'm going to leave this room for a bit, because I like to work on 2 rooms at a time. Because A, I get bored of looking at the same room, and B, my nature of me, I just get bored. So if you watched any of my previous videos, you know I worked on the little box bedroom and the bathroom upstairs at the same time, because there was lots of tiling and stuff. I had to gut the bathroom. I did a wall at a time and rested up for a few days and then went back to it. So I was doing that a bit at a time, and I've renovated the box bedroom completely and the bathroom completely, because both rooms needed gutting and starting from scratch. So that was a big job and lots of bags of mess and stuff. So yeah, they were the 2 hardest rooms to do. So while I know I need to put the skirting board in this room, I just need a break from it. But it's just so lovely to get the furniture in situ. And I just think it looks even better than I thought it would look. It just, and when that light's working, it's just going to be lovely because there's a socket there. I can just plug it in, no problem. So I've decided, because I'm putting a mirror up in the hall and my son's going to help me on the upstairs landing, the little 2 lights that I showed you last week, I think they're in here. I'm going to put them either side of the big mirror because I've got a big silver mirror. Please excuse the mess. This is the rug that I had originally in the living room that's going to come in here, because I don't want to replace flooring because I've spent enough. I just need to replenish me emergency funds. So these are the sconces I bought, the battery ones, rechargeable. Yeah, the USB charger, and there's the shade that goes on them. They're going to go in the hallway. And I've bought another set of wall lights, and I've decided I'm going to put it on this wall here, either side of my cross stitch. I can't do cross stitch anymore because my hands are just too done in now. So I've done this probably 30 years ago, 25 years ago, decades ago, of Nefertiti. And this is a Christmas one that I got out of a magazine. The pattern paper, the pattern was on in the magazine, and I went out and bought the wool and made the threads and made it. I think it's really pretty. And this is an old picture frame that I bought like that. I had no back, no glass, no nothing. And I picked that up. I think that was on Car Booty. So I'm going to put a wall lamp either side here. And these are the wall lamps that I got. These arrived the other day. These ones have got separate rechargeable light bulbs that go in. You can change the colour of them, or turn it to bright light or soft light. And there's the sconcey bit, so it's more like a traditional sconce. Hope you can see. And these come with fabric lampshades. So they're going to go in here, because I've got little pacifier for red light, one on each bookcase, and I've got a Tiffany floor lamp in the corner here. And I just thought this side of the room needs a bit of light, because overhead lights are often too bright, too strong. They're just glaring, aren't they? So I thought, yeah, wall lamps on that side. So I'm not going to buy any more now. That's the end of my wall lamp saga. But they'll come with me when I move. So as you can see, there's mess everywhere. So I'm going to have burn the cardboard day if there's a cold, wet, miserable day. Me and the dog will sit in there and we'll burn it on the fire. We did that a couple of weeks ago. And there's my velvet armchair. So all my junk and boxes and stuff are here. Is cat nosing. So I'll be able to move these over a bit now. As you can see, the walls are mucky, but I've got the grey paint there because it's a very pale grey. It's like white with a bit of grey in it. So because I've got the paint, I will repaint this wall. I'll probably do that wall as well. As you can see, I've got my Egyptian sarcophagus over there. It's CD. It's like a CD cupboard. So it's like a door that opens up, and it's got space for CDs. God, I've had this for years. When we moved out, his beard fell off. Now I can't pull it because we got one hand. But it opens up and it's got shelves inside for CDs. But I just wanted it because it was Egyptian. So yeah, I'm sad. So this is all the cocktail stuff that's going to go on my trolley that you can see there. That's going to go on that my trolley that I bought in the charity shop. That was £5 the trolley. So they'll go in there. Here's cat nosing again. So yeah, this is a proper junky room. Got some little trunks there. I love trunks. I've got to think about trunks. Boxes and drawers. I love things like that. I got this old trunk here as well. Ebonised. So yeah, as you can see, the place is a tip. So while I'll leave the living room for a while now, and I'm going to finish the hall, because like I said, I've got offcuts of carpet. So I'm going to get my mirror up and then start laying the bits of carpet and the stairs and that. So I'll flip between the two, because I get bored doing the same job again and again, especially when I was tiling that bathroom. And I'm a bit like, I've got to tile that front door step. If you seen my video last week, I need my front door step doing. So I've got one of those electric tile cutters where you got the diamond spinning wheel and the water goes everywhere. So I'll be doing that on the street. The neighbours will be thinking I'm off my head. But I got a quote of £300 to do it. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, well, that won't be happening where I haven't got £300 because I need to replenish my emergency fund because it's all gone on DIY materials. So I'm just giving you a last look, see. So my fireplace has got a beautiful vignette despite the paint on it. The paint pot. This has got a lovely corner here with me tables and me chair and me trolley and me lamp and me cocktail tea towel, vintage one. And lovely vignette over there with me boxes and me Moroccan lamp and me jardinier. And me pièce de résistance. Here's me table. I love it. So it's took a while to pull it all together, but I'm so pleased. The fireplace was put in about 5 years ago, so it's going to look like a lovely selling point in my Edwardian house. And me Tiffany lamp will be coming with me as well. Yeah, but I'll obviously leave the fireplace. So please like, share and subscribe. Can't say it. I'm choked up because it's just took me so long to get to this point. And I hope to see you soon. Let me know if you're doing any DIY or thrifting. Because I know over the last few months you're probably thinking, God, she won't stop buying stuff, but I had to fill the room up. And stuff will go to my sons. So it's not getting wasted. I'll be getting passed on to them because they'll be getting a place of their own. And I've already been buying. My son is up in Scotland, bits and bobs. But I've also a shelf and a coffee table and some kitchen bits and bobs. So he's not, up there with nothing. And his girlfriend's our furniture and stuff. So hope to see you